literally cannot see you. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Tameka Moss. I am representing this amazing initiative called the Business Equity Initiative this evening. I've had the good fortune of partnering with Glenn Lloyd, who is our executive director, for a little over 2 years now. The BEI was seeded and incubated as part of the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation. And because of their vision and support of Glenn and his vision, we founded the Foundation for Business Equity. Next slide. And as part of that, last spring, we launched, actually two springs ago, we launched the Business Equity Initiative. And as you see on the slide here, this lower left circle, Sheena and Jim did a great job of sharing with you the greater piece. But what we do is we focus on supporting Black and Latino-owned businesses in Massachusetts who want to grow. Our threshold is $800,000 worth of revenue, being in business for at least 3 years, and we have an open application process. It's competitive, and as part of that process, they are matched with advisors who specifically have been owners and leaders in their own right, and they partner with their businesses for 12 to 18 months as part of the BEI. And what we believe is that access is really the difference for wonderful leaders like the two that are next to me and like Anthony and like so many others. And so what I get to do every day is make sure that this initiative delivers on its promises, that my businesses get what they need to grow, and that they get access. They get access to the Pacesetter initiative, they get access to new funding, and I'm not gonna steal Orlando's thunder and have them share more about what that third circle represents. But everything that we do is really about being forward-thinking and making sure that we continue to not rest on our laurels. And so instead of me standing up here tonight and just shooting off data to you and stats that you all know, we thought it would be great for you to hear from our actual business owners. And both Kevin and Herby were brave enough to say yes to the BEI before we had any marketing, any material, and they were like, yes, I want to be a part of it. So I wanted to give them an opportunity in their own words to share with you their experience. So Kevin, I want you to kick us off tonight and just share with them just some of the thoughts and the thinking that went into why you said yes as a leader for this initiative, and maybe one or two things that you are grateful that you said yes to the opportunity.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So as a minority business, I'm Kevin Bynoe, fortunate enough to be the Chief Executive Officer of UHM Properties. We're a minority business. We deal in property management, real estate development, but our real main goal is providing jobs and economic opportunity. So as a small business and a small minority business, it's incumbent upon us to try to find new ways to grow our business, diversify our portfolio, and to try to create new and effective approaches to helping the constituents of Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan. BEI, I found out about BEI about 2 years ago, I guess it was, and the thing that I loved about BEI, one was that I knew Tameka. So I saw Tameka's name and I knew of Glenn and I said, this is gonna be great. But I really did struggle at first, I'll be honest. I really didn't have time. I felt that I was in a new role at the company. We needed to try to focus on growing our brand, trying to get out there, compete with the large companies. But I decided at the last minute that this was important. It's important for us to try to also support a company that's trying to help us. This is somebody reaching out, right? It's not somebody that we're going to ask, can you please try to help us be a better company? This is somebody telling us, we can make you a better company, but we need you to believe in us. So it's probably the best decision that I've made since I've been in the position, since I've been with the company. It has been all-encompassing in terms of the growth potential that I was scared of, and I'll be honest. Sometimes you have to look to others for support, and others have a clearer vision of your company than you may have. The critical path that we started on was really one in which we needed to find, one, how to grow the company, but not how to lose our personal appeal which is a family business. We were a small business. We took over the residential portfolio from Long Bay Management Company, and we have really built something that's special because there's a level of compassion with our staff. So it's not important for me to be here today as UHM. It's actually very uncomfortable for me. I would much rather be at the office with our staff, talking to the staff, see how they're doing, see how their kids are growing. But I understand that it's my responsibility to do everything that I can to grow the company. That is what BEI brings to you. It looks at a large company or a small company in the same fashion and understands that there are certain attributes that every company needs to succeed. It required us as a company to really pull back the curtain and look. And the great thing about it was we found out a lot of things that we did really well and a lot of things that we can build upon. But we also had to realize there were things that needed to change. There were things that we had to let go of. There were different models that we had to follow to succeed. You know, I'm a very emotional person, and I can tell you that for Lynn and Tameka, for Glenn, I'm sorry, Lynn, for Glenn and Tameka, I have so much respect for them, and it's because it's not what they're doing for our company, it's what they're doing for all of the other companies. I came here tonight not knowing that Anthony was getting an award. Anthony is a great person who I've also been able to meet, but not only that, who I've been able to network with because of BEI. Anyone who's in the room or anyone within the sound of my voice that has a business that is looking to grow their business or looking for stability or looking for a friend, someone that truly cares about you, your bottom line and what you're trying to do, then I would highly recommend BEI. It's really been an emotional roller coaster in terms of me looking at our company almost as my child and really entrusting it to Glenn and Tameka. And they have been so supportive, and you know, our strategic advisor has been great, and we have been successful in terms of our strategic growth plan. We're continuing to grow. We've done some rebranding, but most importantly, it's our goal now to try to go out and help that next company, right? Whether it's a painter, an electrician, or somebody else involved in real estate, whether it's somebody in college who's not really sure the direction they want to take, but to understand that there's organizations out there, because BEI was the only company or the only organization that would commit financial resources to help us grow our business. And not alone, but commit financial resources. So this is critical for small businesses, but primarily for minority businesses, and I'm gonna go on way past my 2 minutes because I'm really emotional about my company and also about BEI and also about the chamber. So Mr. Gilmore, congratulations. Anthony, congratulations, and thank you for your time.
That was amazing. Thank you, Kevin. And I promise I did not even know anything they're going to say. So this is fantastic. Herby, in a little bit of a similar vein, you know, we've been partnering together now for over 18 months, right? When you reflect on that, you reflect on the openness for you, for your business, could you share with us from your perspective any impact either on you, on your team, on the business as a participant in the BEI?
Thank you, Tameka. Thank you, Kevin. That was really good. My name is Herby Duverné. I'm the CEO of One Walker Group. We do cybersecurity, physical security, and also training and development. Always an opportunity to do a sell pitch as much as I can. So I will say that, you know, and just to go back a little bit, you know, as a minority firm, you know, I used to work for Massport, and I left Massport in 2012 to start my business with practically nothing, just me and an intern that I didn't even pay at the time. And then right now we're about 180 people in 8 different states. We're doing extremely well. We even purchased another company, another training company to add to our portfolio. And I have to tell you that throughout that journey, I've been to many different organizations and programs for minority firm. And when I get the call about the BEI and I become friend with Tameka because of that, and also I know Glenn before that, when Glenn called me, I knew that Glenn doesn't play around. Glenn doesn't do anything that's fake. That's one. The other thing also, I know that Bob, whom I know from Eastern Bank, is really mean. You know, the guy's just like walk the talk. He does not play around. When he talk about diversity, he really mean that. So immediately I say I got to be a part of that. And I have to tell you, this is the best decision that I made. This organization, this program is one of the best, or probably the best program in the state right now. And what they were able to do for me, really two things I can think about. One is more like a vision, because as a business owner, you're running too fast, you're getting deal, your company is growing, but the ability to have someone in your organization that help you put your business plan together, really come into your company and look it up and see, hey, this is how you can grow in a way that's sustainable, and also clarity for my team. Because my team were all over the place, we're just doing everything and anything, and just the ability to know, you know what, we're gonna have a plan, we're gonna have a sustainable plan, we're gonna have a plan to grow in the next 3 years, and then this is what the plan's gonna look like. And part of the program, every single person in my team were involved in that process. They meet with the advisor, we sort of share what we come up with, the goals that we put together, and that's, as a result of that, I can tell you that our business is growing very fast. And then, just like they mentioned earlier, for us to have clients like the Red Sox, Keolis, Eastern Bank, this is like, for us, it's a big deal. But again, we do that because we know that we are sustainable. We can withstand any fund. I mean, you know, we're a business that doing a lot of business, and when I say with 180 employees, that's mean 180 families that we have. And we're also located in Roxbury, which we're very excited about doing that. So I really wanted to move from downtown a couple years ago to move to Roxbury, and we did that. And again, we feel really good that we have a business owner that's putting our really money back into the communities, and then because of the BEI, we know we have a plans that we can execute for the next 3 years in terms of growing our business.
Thank you so much, Herby. So just thank you, gentlemen, so much. I mean, we wanted to make sure that you get a sense of a flavor of what it's like, right? It's a deep commitment on both sides, right? And it's really, for us, it's always about the relationship. And you know, for all of you in the audience, our request is that you get this out into the market. We want more businesses applying. We want to be able to provide these same access points, this same level of advice and impact, so we can create more jobs and create more wealth in our communities. Thank you so much for your time.